Hi,
My name is Tracy,
and my name is Lynn.
and together
we are
Bollocks and Balls. We like to chat
And boy, can we chat.
about the bollocks and balls.
Mainly in our heads, but also about life in general. After all,
It's
good to talk. Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How be thee?
Will you be all right?
Good, I like that. Should we talk like this for the rest of the show?
Yeah, shall we?
Roar,
Oh, yeah, but the minute you say it, I can't do it. My brain goes. I want to start talking some other silly thing. Will you be all right?
I'd love to talk in different accents, but I can't do accents.
Oh, I can't do it either.
I'm not very good at that.
No.
I'd love to be able to, though.
Can you talk any?
No. Well, I can do a bit of a Welsh accent, but then that's because I was brought up round a Welsh accent. So, but sometimes it goes
You were
off.
brought up around the Welsh accent.
Yeah, my nan was Welsh,
Oh.
so she talked. I'm getting really tangled up in my wires here. I'm all over the flipping shop. Yeah. So she was Welsh. So obviously I was around the Welsh accent
All right.
my whole life. So I can do a bit of that. But then no, I can't do it now. You've asked me to do it on the spot.
It's hard, isn't it?
And I don't think we do it because then it just sounds really.
I know, as soon as you said that then, I was like, I can't talk like this now because it doesn't work. It's weird, isn't it? Isn't it amazing how once you put it in your head,
I know, it goes again, doesn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like almost because you put on the spot, isn't it?
Yeah, and that bloody little voice goes,
Oh,
you can't do that.
I don't know about you, but my little inner voice has been
funny.
a fucking bitch this month.
This month, we're only in the
I was
first
going to
month.
say
If
this
you want
year.
to say year, it's fine.
No, I had to like question. I was like,
Yeah, it's a bit like that, I think, at the moment.
oh, God.
Do you think it's just time of year?
I think it might be, to be honest. I think because, I don't know, there's so much pressure, like we talked about in the previous podcast, and there's so much pressure on this time of year about what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing, when actually all we should be doing is hibernating.
Yeah.
So I think it's got extra gravitas this month to have a bit of a pop at you.
Yeah, I think everybody's probably feeling a bit the same this. Well, they say, don't they, it's the worst month for feeling low. Well, I
I
suppose
can
you've had.
understand that.
Well, you had to build up to Christmas, didn't you? Which is always like, whether you like it or not, it's always a build up, isn't there? And there's always a build up socially, financially, physically, with a lot of jobs and things, or even at home, and if you've got kids, and then it comes, and I think these days, because of work lives and things, Christmas and New Year are very small, almost like one day, where it used to feel like you had 2 days. So you pack it all into one day and that's all over.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah, so then I think, like you say, you've got that. And then I just think January's.
It's a long month. Mentally. Financially.
Mentally, yeah, it is.
And we're all like, oh, why did we spend that much? Oh.
Like you're saying it, and I just think it's. I fancy mine's been calling me a lazy bitch since the beginning of January, to be honest.
But in a way, it's right, isn't it? Because, like we've said before, January really, I know everybody goes, oh, you should be making resolutions, going to the gym, you know, that's what that little voice is telling us we all should be doing. But actually, our bodies are saying differently, because our bodies are saying, this is a resting month.
Yeah. But we don't listen to that. And we're programmed. So like you say, I think it's got extra gravitas to beat you around the head with something.
Oh, it's still partying from New Year's Eve.
Yeah. But this is it, isn't it?
It's like absolutely loving it because it's got so much to use to bash your around the head with.
Oh, it has, definitely.
Oh, you've eaten too much.
Yeah. You've put on too much weight.
Yeah.
You're lazy. Why have you not started the gym? Why have you not gone out walking?
Yeah. Why aren't you setting your goals?
Yeah, exactly. Innit? Why are you not moving your business forward? Why are you not doing this? Why? Yeah. Oh, God, shut up.
Yeah. It's pants.
It's just
absolute pants.
Been freaking relentless. relentless this month.
Yeah, I think everybody's feeling it. And I think that's one thing that everybody needs to know is everybody's feeling it.
Yeah.
Everybody hears it. It's, everybody's little inner bitch is
And I think
pegging it out there.
it is, and I think because you're browbeated, aren't you, on telly and stuff like that with,
Yes.
Weight Watchers adverts and other slimming clubs are available. Do you know what I mean? Or this app or
We all
that
should
app.
be booking our holidays because we've all got enough money for that, haven't we, in January?
I know.
Really?
I know. I watched something the other day. I get to see morning programs sometimes when I'm with residents and stuff. And there was this whole thing. Was it not? I think it was one Saturday a couple of weeks ago, that was supposed to be the prime time to book your holiday. You were going to get the best deals and it was all just on this Saturday, right?
What a load of bollocks.
And I just thought, like you, I'm skinned from flipping. Where am I going to get money to put a deposit down for a freaking holiday?
We'd all love to be going on, 20 days across the Caribbean or something, wouldn't we?
That'd be nice.
Yeah, but it's not going to happen, is it?
No,
Not in January.
No, but apparently it did actually. People went mad and booked holidays and stuff like that.
But see, that's such conditioning, isn't
Again, isn't it?
To
You have to book it on that Saturday.
Yeah, well, that's a sales pitch, isn't it? Little buggers. Just to get in your purse. And get my purse, there's nothing in it.
I got a citrine crystal in my purse.
Oh, I got one of them in mine as well. Still empty.
And then, what was it? Did I see on... Oh, yeah. Then on Friday, so Friday the 12th of January, was the day most likely for people to break their New Year's resolutions.
12 days in. I love it. Love it. There's not even 2 weeks. Brilliant.
It just made me laugh out loud because I thought, that just says it all, isn't it?
Right, we laugh about that. But again, think about at 12 days what that negative voice is hacking in with an absolute axe to them for failing.
Exactly, isn't it?
Failure is, we're only 12 days into 2024 and you have failed already. Oh my God, it's mammoth, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And there's your setup for the year.
I was going to say, so how does that set you up for the rest of the year?
Yeah.
Other than I started my year, and all I could manage was 12 days and I failed.
Now I failure. So now I'm not good enough.
Oh, it's
I'm
just
rubbish.
bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah. But unfortunately, it catches you out and we don't always not listen to it.
Oh, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can't but listen to it sometimes.
No.
You're bombarded with it all the time. So unless you make that conscious effort to never switch on your telly or never switch on your phone or, hide for the whole of January. Yeah, it does.
No matter what you do.
Yeah, it does.
You just switch your cell phone in the morning and it's there waiting, isn't it?
Oh, God, yeah, it is.
You don't have to do anything. Just, whatever we're doing, it's going to have a go.
Well, yeah, I think it would automatically, wouldn't it? Even if I hadn't seen an advert for a slimming whatever, it would still call me a lazy bitch because I've not been for a walk.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's like you said just now. It's just having that little bit of conscious awareness, isn't it?
Yes.
That it's a voice, but it's not you.
No, this is it, isn't it? And that you can make that separation.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't tend to listen to it most of the time now. That doesn't mean in certain aspects it doesn't get me.
No.
Because it does. Do you know?
And I think if you do listen to it, it's being able to be conscious enough to go, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And question it.
Yeah.
Is that really true? Not really, is it?
This is it, isn't it?
So I'd have a right old laugh with it.
Yeah, no, between Christmas and New Year, I did like a vision board workshop. Great. Have I finished the vision board? Have I hell? and the cut out bits of
That's called
paper.
half a vision.
It's half of it. But then, so I'm going like, that's it. Business year's going to fail now because you've not done that vision board. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen now because you've not done that vision board in the time scale you were supposed to do that vision board.
And yet, you could just finish it whenever, can't you?
Yeah.
What isn't finished about a vision board is never finished.
Well, no, it's not, is it? It's
Is
an
it?
ongoing process.
So that's why we have to be conscious into actually listening to the true story and thinking about it and being conscious enough to go, hang on a minute. As long as, if you've put one thing on there, that's fine, isn't it? And then gradually you build on it. So it's never finished. But that pressure that voice puts you under,
yeah.
So that's when you've got to go, well, hang on a minute. Why are you saying it's not finished? I might not have put everything on there yet. But this piece of work is evolving.
This is it, isn't it?
So shut the fuck up. But that's so much easier said than done. It's easier to sit there and go, right, just kick its ass like it's kicking yours.
I was going to say, let's be perfectly honest. How long have we been doing this shit and it still gets us?
Yeah.
And if you're new to this stuff, we know it's hard.
It is hard.
We know that it's a complete pain and it's really difficult to do sometimes.
Yeah, and you're like a peg because once it starts bashing you, you're just totally reeled in there and it just keeps bashing and bashing and bashing.
Oh, it don't give up then, does it?
No, it's relentless. Right.
And then it will just spiral you out and I think that's the hardest thing for people to get their head round is it then gives you a reason.
Oh yeah.
Because then once it starts giving you a reason, then in your head you've got no comeback from that.
No, that's right. Oh yeah, it loves that bit. Yeah. Well, remember Wednesday? You did it then as well, didn't you? You cannot finish then either. See, told you were shit. And you're like, yeah, I'm shit.
Yeah, and then like you're saying, then it just goes off and does its thing, doesn't it? I don't know what's going on with these bloody wires today. I am really struggling with wires today. I'm like tangled up in the bloody things. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's funny.
It's mad, isn't it? But like you say, time of year, I think.
Yeah, I think definitely this time of year is hard.
I think so.
Yeah.
So, like you say, long month.
But then you see, I think a lot of that we sort of bring on ourselves in a sense because we don't look after ourselves, like we were saying just now.
True.
This is when we should be resting.
Yes.
You look at nature. The whole of nature is now resting, ready for that spring leap into blossoming. We're all ready to blossom, but we have to rest it out.
Yeah.
We wouldn't that old analogy, innit? You wouldn't not plug your phone in when your battery's dying.
No, I know. But we're like you say that whole...
Why don't we do that to ourselves? Just time out.
Because again, the programming says you're a lazy bitch if you do that.
Well, yeah, because it's like, new year, new you, new things, get on with it. Like, who brought in that crap anyway?
Well, it's some sort of marketing ploy somewhere along the line, isn't it?
Yeah, like your holiday. But today, otherwise you're not getting a holiday. And everybody's like, oh, I need a holiday.
Cheapest time you're going to get it. It probably isn't it? I don't know. But,
yeah.
Again, isn't it? A lot of it's marketing, sales, wording, interesting.
Yeah.
How words make a difference to us.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Huge. That's a whole nother topic, isn't it? That we so underestimate our own language.
Yeah, and how much we take in subconsciously.
And we so underestimate how we talk to ourselves in that language.
Oh, I know.
It just gives that voice something else to talk about. Doesn't it though?
I know.
Honestly, I mean, the shit we talk to ourselves, you wouldn't talk to. You wouldn't talk to anybody else. Well, might do, but in general.
But in general, you wouldn't, would you?
No.
In general, you wouldn't.
We're awful to ourselves.
I know. It's just hideous, isn't it?
We're awful to our bodies, who are there all the time to support us. And we don't treat our bodies very nicely, because we don't give it the rest and the TLC it needs.
No.
And then in our minds, oh my God.
I think we're even worse with our minds than we are our bodies, to be honest.
I think we are, to be honest.
Because there isn't any adverts, is there? There's not like a Weight Watchers for your head, is there?
No. Maybe we should start one.
Oh, that's a good idea. Weekly meetings.
Yeah.
Weekly weigh-ins.
Oh, that head was so good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Head weighing. That'd be interesting.
Well, but you couldn't you? In the fact that is your head got lighter because you've dumped stuff out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you've not like lost weight or had a big poo beforehand. You've just like.
I like that.
Because that's what they used to do in Weight Watchers.
Do that,
do you know that?
Yeah, brilliant idea.
People save up and they go for a poo just before they go for a weigh-in, so it makes them lighter.
Yeah. And they go to whichever classes like they can get in before they've eaten, and then they go home and eat big time.
Loads. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
How do we come up with a Weight Watchers plan for your head?
Yeah, because like we feed our bodies, well, we feed our brains, don't we? We feed our brains absolute crap.
But we don't think that we're doing that.
No. And what we feed it then has a huge effect on what we think, but it also has a huge effect on us physically.
Yeah.
But even that's a double whammy in a sense, because what you feed yourself through your mouth has an effect on your body.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose in a sense that does have an effect on your mind as well, and what you feed your body.
Yeah, it can do.
To a certain extent.
Yeah. Sugar definitely has that effect on people's minds. Yeah.
And definitely what we feed our minds has an effect on us physically.
Yes.
With a lot of diseases and things.
But even the way we stand or sit.
Yeah, that's very true actually.
Whatever's going on in your head can affect the way whether you stand tall or whether you don't, or whether you hunch over.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. Interesting.
Now my head's ticking over 20 to the dozen about how we can come up with a Weight Watchers plan for your head.
I think in a way we're doing that already by what we're doing, aren't we? Because we're trying to lighten the load for people just by giving them something to think about, giving them hopefully something to smile about.
That's it is though, isn't it?
We would hope so. Or
we are Weight Watchers for your head.
Yeah.
We need to come into that. We need to come up with a marketing ploy for that.
Yeah.
Anybody that can do that is a marketing genius. You need to help us out here.
And like you say, when you're getting rid of those negative thoughts, when you're getting rid of that negativity in your head, well, it's a bit like having a poo, isn't it?
But it is, because it does make you lighter. It makes
you're brain dumping.
Yeah, you are brain dumping.
Yeah.
But also that physically makes a difference to you.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It makes you feel lighter.
Yeah.
That weight on your shoulders often that you have, isn't it, is suddenly like lifted, isn't it?
So the language we use to explain that says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like you're saying, take the weight off your shoulders. That means to get it out your head.
Yeah.
But we don't say take the weight out of your brain, do we? We say take the weight out of your shoulders, because what's in your brain affects your shoulders.
Yeah. And like you say, we always feel weighed down in our shoulders when we've got a lot going on
on our mind.
Yeah. Wow. Do you know we're freaking geniuses, you and me?
We've got it going on today, haven't we?
Yeah, I tell you, we were on fire today.
Not bad for how many days? 13 days into January. See, we failed yesterday. We're on a boomer today.
Failed with all our resolutions that didn't exist because we didn't take any yesterday. Wow, that's amazing. I like that. Sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, I've never, and it's funny. How much do we talk about language?
All the time.
All the time. with this, obviously with like the hypnotherapy, which is all language based, so we're always like in the language mode, and yet never really given that a thought on how we talk to ourselves language wise about releasing things from our mind, yet we use body scenarios for that.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Wow. That has blown my tiny mind today.
Tiny poof. I missed the fireworks. It was that small.
It's that smaller brain, folks. Gone.
The wee puff.
Oh my God. You don't want to know what was going on through my head then when you said that.
No, we don't. Let's not go down that road, shall we?
No, let's please not.
We'll be cleaning it up afterwards.
Oh, I can't be bothered with the editing of that. I try and edit out of this shit as much, at least as I possibly can, love.
I was going to say, we don't do much of that anyway, do we?
No.
If it's in there, it's in there.
Yeah. If you don't like it, you can scroll on past, like fast forward that bit.
Absolutely.
Or just switch it off because you've had enough.
So what tips would you give then about just chilling that brain, chilling that mind, chilling the thoughts? I don't know, however you want to put it.
The first thing for me is just to notice it.
Yeah.
I think. Because I think if you notice it, that you've then got an option to do something with it.
Yes.
If you don't notice it, you don't know it's there and you assume it's just you.
Yes.
Whereas if you understand that you can notice it, then you've got an option to do something with it if you want.
Yeah.
So I think A, noticing, and B, or it may be the other way round, that the noticing may be B and A, is just knowing that it's there.
Accepting it's there.
And knowing that...
Because we've all got one.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think that knowing that you've all got one, it's not just your head. Everybody's got one. Accepting that it's never going to disappear.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That no matter how much work you do, it will still be there.
And I think that's a road a lot of people take. They think that by being positive, you can get rid of it. And I think you can't ever get rid of it. It will always be there. And it will always be that negative voice. But noticing it and accepting it then strips its power.
Yes.
But you're not ever... It's bollocks if anybody tells you you can get rid of it, because you can't, basically.
You can't. Because what happens is that you learn to control it.
Yes.
Rather than it controls you, which is currently what's happening in the majority of people.
Yeah.
So for me, it's learning that you take back that control, that power.
And you don't have to do much, like you said. All you have to do is notice and accept it's there.
Yeah.
And know it's just talking a load of bollocks.
Yeah. And like you say, it doesn't go away. No, everybody has it.
Absolutely everybody.
Everybody, even including somebody like the Dalai Lama.
Yes. And he said that, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. He has. I met the Dalai Lama. I'm going to go and tell you a little story now. I met the Dalai Lama at Glastonbury one year. Not personally on a shake hands level, but he was doing a talk there. And I remember somebody asking him a question about, obviously, because they spend a lot of time in meditation, Buddhist monks and stuff like that. And somebody asked him something along the lines, and he even admitted that, he would occasionally think about a bacon sandwich or something. Do you know what I mean? That inner voice, even when he's used to meditating for hours on end, that inner dialogue would still be there. His mind would still wander. But he noticed that, he accepted that, he brought it back.
But that's the whole thing, isn't it, with meditation? Because I struggled with that for years, because everybody goes, meditate, clear your mind, get rid of all those thoughts. So I'm sat there, sit down, clear your mind. Well, that don't freaking work, does it? And you think, well, I can't do that then. I failed.
Yeah.
But that's a load of bollocks, because it's not. That meditation is about noticing, like, say, your breath, and then your mind will wander, and noticing it's wandered, accepting it's wandered, and then just bring it back.
Yeah.
So you don't give it any focus. You just go, okay, yeah, I did think about that bacon sandwich. Right, let's just get back to where I was.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And that's
simple
meditation.
as that.
Yeah.
That screwed me for years, which is like, I can't do meditation. I think when we first met, I can't do meditation. But it's just about, and if all you can do, and I'm still on this journey, if all you can do is just sit still for a few minutes and be okay with focusing on your breath. Oh yeah, I was back here. You know.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No.
And that's why we focus a lot on the 2 minutes, because 2 minutes is about it for me.
And that is for a lot of people.
And that's okay. But 2 minutes, you keep doing 2 minutes here and there, can just make a whole difference. And it just brings you back to this present place.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Your mind is designed to be busy. You can't take that away.
No. And it is about being in that present moment.
Yeah.
Because your mind will take you backwards, your mind will take you forwards.
Yes.
It's about, if you can, like you say, if you can just spend 2 minutes 2 or 3 times a day, or even just once a day, just being in that present moment.
Yeah. And trust me, it took me freaking years to get to that spot.
That's it. And it does with a lot of people, because they have this, we're led to believe that we're all sitting here cross-legged omming for 3 hours every morning. It's just shite.
It's rubbish.
Unless it is bollocks, unless you're a Buddhist
bollocks.
monk, you're not. And any Buddhist monk will tell you that took years and years of practice for them to do that.
And it takes them years and years of practice, and they do it for hours and hours on end, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, they do all sorts.
But it just means that you can just step away for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Sit on the toilet.
Well, this is exactly what I'm thinking, because a lot of people go, oh, I haven't got 2 minutes. Well, bollocks. Takes you more than 2 minutes to have a poo. So go and sit and have a poo and just have a little bit of a meditate while you're on the throne.
But like you say, isn't it? It people have a misconception about all these things, that they need to be all big things, you know. Lifestyle changes. You know, we're in that January you crap.
Yeah.
But again, we're all led to believe they need to be big things, but they don't.
And also, they don't have to be big things about changing you.
No.
It's not about changing you. You're bloody amazing the way you are.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes we have to change the things we do a little. We have to change how we think a little. It's changing those. It's not about changing you. The real you is there, and the real you is bloody brilliant. So don't change that. Just sometimes we have to just change other little things. And like you said, it's those little things.
Yeah.
Make the big difference.
And that's it, isn't it? I don't, you know, and the little things are easier to achieve.
Yes. Because then we won't get 12 days in and fail, will we?
No.
If we make it little steps.
That's it. We're not trying to make this massive difference.
No. Imagine you do lots of little things.
But that's it.
That's doable as well. Because we seem to give ourselves unachievable goals. I hate that word, goals.
Me too.
But we do, don't we? We'll write them down. So you make them massive. You're never going to achieve them. So you failed them before you have even started, because a lot of them can be just unachievable, or they can be achievable in the long term, but you've got to have the little bits.
See, that's what I was just thinking. Big goals are, in my head, are achievable.
Yeah.
But
as long as
there's a caveat to that. A, you don't kill yourself trying to work out how you're going to get there.
Yeah.
Because that's what I used to do.
Yeah.
I would set a big goal and then spend God knows how long fretting about how I was going to get there and not getting there.
Because you don't put those stepping stones in. If you've got a massive goal, great, but there's got to be tiers and stepping stones that are achievable. Achievable to get to each step, to get to each layer that grows you to that.
Yeah.
And that could take longer than a year.
Yes.
So that you've got to make that acceptable as well.
And I think, but again, in it, I think because things are so readily available now, we kind of expect instant results, don't we?
Yes.
And I think that's, again, programming, isn't it? We want instant results. I mean, I'm not the most patient of people. When I set a goal, I want it to achieve last.
I agree with that one. No patience.
I've got no patience when it comes to doing that. I haven't. I will openly admit that.
What's it now?
Yeah. And that's the thing, isn't it? And there's not. My inner voice will have a real crack on it. You're not doing what it is you need to get to that goal. And also, there's not a love to get really woo-woo. There's not, and which I'm working on, is that level of trust in the bigger picture and the universe,
which we
could go down. Yeah,
she's always got your back,
and that's the thing, isn't it? Is that trust in the universal side of things, and the universe having your back, and what is meant for you will always come to you.
You're always where you're meant to be.
Yeah,
that's my most favourite saying in the whole world. We are always where we're meant to be. We might not understand it at the time.
No.
And it might not be part of our plan.
No.
But it's always part of the bigger plan.
Exactly.
And that's why we need to learn to listen.
Yeah.
And accept. And just, like you said, trust.
Yeah, trust.
Yeah.
Trust for what is meant for you will never pass you by.
No. And if we're not on the right path, the universe will kick us off that path.
Yeah.
And it can be painful.
And I think that's where your life challenges come in, don't they?
Yeah.
And you'll have to learn lessons to get to for you to be in the right place, to make the right decisions, to have the right information, to be where it is you want to you be. Except sometimes that takes a lot longer than it,
Yeah.
Because these certain things need to happen, don't they?
Yeah, I think so.
I could go on a whole woo-woo journey about we make the decisions about how our life is going to pan out before we've even born. Do you know what I mean?
It's spooky, isn't it?
Oh, I know. See, that bit fascinates me.
It's spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So just need to trust, notice, accept.
Yes. Definitely. Well, in our words, we like to take a nap.
We do like to take a nap.
Notice, accept, and just process. Let it pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes a difference.
Mm.
So if your inner bitch is having a right old go at you, just notice she's there.
Or just tell it to shut the fuck up.
You just tell it to the phone. Make it laugh. That's usually the key one. Making it laugh is usually the one that kind of knocks it on the head, doesn't it, really?
We just laugh at it. Doesn't like that, so it'll go away then. Doesn't like it when you do it back.
No. Find something to do with it. Other than to distract it having a bitch at you.
Exactly.
Right, me darlings, shall we leave this lovely lot to it?
Yes, we will.
And you have the most fabulous fortnight, and we will speak to you again soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Very much for listening to Chatting Bollocks and Ball with Lynn and Tracy.
If you would like to see or hear more of us, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or of course by subscribing to the podcast.
If you share this podcast with others, you will make two old birds very happy. And finally, if you want more bollocks and bull in your life,
and who wouldn't,
then sign up to our newsletter. The link is in the show notes.
That's all, folks.
Love ya!